Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. So it's about 10 to 6, give a little bit, 5:47, 56, or oh god, I'm good today, huh? 26.5 degrees centigrade, 72% humidity. We've had thunderstorms today. 7:30 Thursday, 80.4. It is hot, it is humid. It's one of those days you enjoy being in an air-conditioned shop somewhere. Anyway, I'm just taking a quick walk around to see if I have to murder my sons for destroying my house while I was away, and that does not appear so. It appears everything is where I left it. I figured I'd take the camera out for the walk. So, right, put the two mini bikes there, and they're still in there waiting for me. I don't know if this lens is fogging up, but I mean, it is like drippy wet, humid out here. What else is there? I mean, these things are still full. Obviously, if somebody emptied them, I'd notice. This stuff is all where I left it. That stuff's all where I left it. And that, another project I gotta get to. Yep, I put that back in the hole over there, so it's right where it's supposed to be. I was asked how I made out by running the three-wheeler in here, and as soon as I opened the door, a million bees came flying out at me. So it seems that bees must like the smell of exhaust. Tire don't look like it's feeling so good. Wait a minute. Yeah, one of the issues you run into with all this stuff, if you don't have it out and you're not using it regularly, you can find yourself spending a lot of time fixing it and not much time riding it. All the stuff is as it should be. I'm having trouble with my camera doing the upside down thing. Sorry if I'm annoying you guys. It's upside down to me. It does film straight. I think this camera has finally given up the ghost. What else is there to show you? Not much. It looks like my kids get to live for another year, right? They didn't wreck anything too bad. My son texted me a picture of a party here that was amazing. Whoops, there you go. Cat had a little trouble with the raccoon, messing with her food. I asked my buddy Chuck to put out the word for the raccoon. I don't know if he already got it or what. I haven't seen a rabbit raccoon this year, but I have seen them other years. When you see them in broad daylight staggering about, you know that you got kind of a problem. And if you see one, you may as well assume that there's others. And down here is as I left it. I got the better bikes where my sons couldn't find them. Did have trouble firing a bunch of these up with the with the way the ignition system is. They don't know how to use the portable ignition. One of these days I should do a video on my hoard of diesels. I mean, that's one of those China big flywheel guys, Changfa with the big flywheel. I also have an air-cooled Changfa and a couple of loose Kubota diesels. One day I should make a video, show you guys some of that stuff. Generator projects that, you know, I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do, and they don't get done. This is something else I gotta work on. Never a good thing when your block wall does that, and especially when you look at it, this, see how the trim is right up against where my toe is. As you go to the bottom, the way the trim is spaced out down there, right? So it's like this wall pushed over. Not a good thing, and that's something I need to fix when I fix the garage door, because the reason is the ceiling joists, whatever you want to call it. Here, where am I? Here you go. They run like this, long way. So this corner, wait a minute, I can't do all these things at once. This corner, right? There's a beam that runs the entire length of the garage door that support all the rafters that once again run to and from like that. So I have to get the garage door out of there and jack up that entire corner to do any work on this mess down here, which means I gotta get all this crap out of here to do any work on that mess down there. Alright, I just wanted to make a quick video to show you guys that I made it back. If anybody was curious where that was Rhode Island, Misquamica area of Rhode Island. We try to get there once a year for, you know, a quick little summer vacation, right? If one is gonna be married, one has to put a certain amount of maintenance into that relationship, just like you put into a car or a truck or friendships or anything else you care about, because if you don't, it isn't long before you end up with a problem, right? Not that a marriage or a relationship should be compared directly to a car, but just picture a car that you get your hot little hands on when you're young, and you run the hell out of it, and you never change the oil, never fix up, never change the tires, never tune it up, never do anything but run the hell out of it. Next thing you know, that car leaves you on the side of the road. And if you don't take care of your relationship with your wife, your kids, or whatever else you care about, sooner or later it goes bad, right? So you got to take a little time once in a while and do that. I don't know if you guys could see that, but the apples are coming, right? Could you guys see red apples on there? Yep, I think you guys could see some of them. That brings the deer here in the hordes. Last year I had was a female, and I'd be working out here, you know, particularly I think I was putting up that second building, right? In a minute. There's one, and the one behind it there. And I would turn around because I'd hear something, and she'd be standing directly behind me. She'd scare the crap out of me over and over and over again. She was like silent on the arrival, and then when eating apples, she would get noisy. Alright folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. We'll see what I get into tomorrow and here forward. I have a couple of days off from work, so I'd really like to kick some ass and get some of this stuff moving. One side note, I ordered fuel oil to be delivered on Monday. It's down to like $2 a gallon. So if anybody needs fuel oil for their furnace and you have an empty tank sitting in your basement because like you used it all last year, if I were you, I'd consider getting that empty tank to become a full tank, because at $2 a gallon, that's like a deal. Last year, I think I was in the low $3 a gallon. So saving $1 a gallon, that can make a big difference. Alright folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and remember, please get out there and enjoy all your days. You know, you don't want any to get by, you don't know how many you're going to get, so you got to get out there and have some fun. Anyway, bye now folks.